Well, hello and good morning from Manali. We had a very interesting ride here. We reached here day before yesterday, actually yesterday very early in the night, and we just slept through the entire day. And today we're back up. It's still raining, but we're going to venture out, go and check out some of the scenes in Manali, and I'll tell you about the ride, about how things went down as we reached Manali.
Ian, how are you feeling after getting to Manali?
I'm excited about getting to the hills, to the mountains, those waters. And but again, there are some issues on my bike, so we have to check into RE Manali for a little inspection.
So this is where we are staying. This is Forest View. That is the Hidimba temple grounds. And that's the hill right there. And Ian's bike is waiting to ride out. We have a little rain scene happening here.
Alrighty people, welcome to Lower Manali. So we got here day before yesterday at night after a crazy ride up a landslide mountain and down the landslide mountain with tremendous boulders, rocks, and just a whole bunch of scary scenes basically. And as we closed into Manali, there was a big bunch of landslides just about 3 odd kilometers from our hotel. And this is the path that we came down. Right now it's all clean and clear somewhat, but it had a lot of rocks on it when we came up at night. So we rested up yesterday, and today we are just out and about, heading up to Old Manali, Nagar Vashisht, just to spend some time chilling, relaxing, editing, and just soaking up the scenes basically. So it's not a very long ride. This is just about 3 odd kilometers, but since it rained yesterday, it should be interesting to see the aftermath of all of that. So now those of you who don't know, I believe that this Hidimba temple area that we're staying at is I believe the place where Bhim came to get married, and this place is preserved nicely. It's a beautiful forest. And yeah, the views, skies are a little bit blue, little overcast, so light showers are okay. Heavy showers are a cause of concern considering how the landslide situation is. Bus coming up, watch out. And another improvement is that we've got our comms back up and running, and thanks to that, at least Ian and I are in touch now, even though we can't see ourselves visually at times. I'm coming here after almost 12-15 years, well, to this area of Manali at least, and I just want to soak up the sights. I've got some nice Himis on rent. World Bike Point. I got another Himalayan Extreme Adventure. So I feel like a lot of the Manali beauty is still intact actually. Summer Festival Manali. Oi bhai, samal ke. I could use that as clickbait. Yeah, this place has changed quite a bit. I remember it kind of stopped here and now it's like all opened up. Some landslides over there, as you can see. Taken a house down almost. Even the rivers are kind of raging. There used to be a mechanic here, right here. No, bike repair and for sale. We need a welding dude. We're trying to find a welder who can weld the exhaust and fill in some fuel, then head back up to maybe Vashisht, Nagar. You want to lead? Oh, Gurkha, bro. 4x4x4.
It's been a bit of a light day. We're trying to get some small niggles fixed on the bike. My right light LED is not working and the EMS bracket had broken, so we just got that fixed now. We're at Motovlog in Vashisht. And our plan is to just go out and sort these small issues out and maybe get a nice cup of coffee with some food in the system and just soak up some of these really amazing views.
Obviously a lot of Himalayans here. And the new Scram as well. And there's new bullets as well. There's interesting new entrance. So a beautiful quaint cafe. They've used old motorcycles to prop up the place. And there's just bikes hidden everywhere, like right here. There's a bike hidden here. Whole bunch of bikes there. And there's a bike hidden there also. So this is the view as you sit here on this bench or that one and just let the sunlight warm you up while your bike gets worked on. And right above they have a lot of stays as well. So good choice, great view. You see the blue skies up there. The hidden bike here. You can see that's a whole bullet. They've nicely done up. Made it one with nature.
So we are currently in the search for an electrician. Time wheel, I see you. Oh, just in time. This is the place I've been told to stop. Hello? Hello? So, Time Wheel is a place where you can come and get all these things from here. Get your LEDs replaced. Bunch of accessories there. Nice. Let's just wait for the gentleman to show up. So we just finished up at Time Wheel. Excellent place for car and bike accessories. The guy to get in touch with is of course Yuvraj, and he's got my light scene sorted because he had the connectors required for the lights itself, and that's something that is definitely a godsend coming here. So I'm just going to show you who Yuvraj is. Yuvraj, say hello. Okay, so that is Yuvraj, and this is the spot here. It's called Time Wheel, and it's right after the second petrol pump going all the way up to Atal Tunnel. So see you, Yuvraj. Take care. Bye bye. All right, time to get back to Ian. See you. So small issue with the HAG lights. I think they were starting to run a little hot, and in the process the connector itself burnt out. but he had the exact connector that I needed, and he solved the problem. Little things like these go a long way, because once you're up in the mountains, it's always best to have all lights on. And it's 5:30 in the evening now. We haven't eaten as of yet. We've just been running around getting the bike work fixed. I'm heading back up to meet up with Ian now, because his work also should be complete. And then we have a quick bite to eat, long overdue. I also spotted some chole kulche on the way. The guys on those hand carts, and I have really been wanting to eat that. But I think they usually tend to come out during lunchtime. So if I spot one of them, I'm definitely going to have a bite to eat. So just a little while ago, right opposite Time Wheel, there was an accident. 3 or 4 very how can I put it, very careless bikers with pillions, without helmets, racing down this road. They overtook me, and they were using both sides of the road to overtake. I mean, it was just like they were having a race on this very section of road. And right as they overtook me, because I heard them coming, and I let them pass, because I'm not interested in any of that nonsense. So I let them pass, and they went up, and they had a crash with a car. And the car was not at fault. It was clearly those guys at fault, but they were extremely rash. And when I was coming down this very road, they split this barrier, overtook from both roads. I mean, they just had it coming. A lot of landslides this time around. Everywhere that we've been, just landslides. It's not the best time to come to the mountains. Can't wait to actually get higher up than this, because as we go higher up, we have less issues with rain and stuff. It's more of a cold desert up there. And right now, since we've had, look at this, all these rocks and boulders got washed off in the last flood. That must have been crazy. That's just nuts. Alright, Mr. Chole Kulche, do not disappoint me, please. I am really hungry and craving some of that other food. Oh wait, there he is. I see him. Great, one successful hunt. Alright, that's the spot. I'm gonna get some. Couple of cops also there, but Himachal cops are just, oh, look at that, nuts. That was absolutely delicious. We're quickly gonna go up this hill.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain.
That was actually pretty good. It was more like a kulcha sandwich, but taste was excellent, as was that tikki. Tikki was amazing. Now I know Ian is hungry, so we're gonna quickly go and get something else to eat also. That bike has a nice sound to it, man. Now, German bakery is somewhere here, if I remember correctly. I don't remember where though. Was that? No. Bear with me, it's been 15 years. out this scene, not overshoot it. I think we're getting close. I remember this parking was the last of it. But where? Up there. Okay. थोड़ा सा मोमेंटम के साथ लेना. You want me to get it up? Hang on. I'm coming. I'm sure you can do it, but no, there's nothing to freak out. Chal, you walk it up. Come and hold it, no? Oh. Fuck, you really have to wind it up, dude. Now I get what you're saying. It tends to die out. Yeah. So we just chilled at German bakery for a bit. The bakery itself wasn't that great, but the company that we found was quite interesting. Met some locals, some people who've been traveling and working and now living here. So it's about 9 p.m. now, and we're just heading back. Just a couple of kilometers through the city, town rather, of Manali, and then back to our hotel for the night at Forest Retreat, which is near the Hidimba temple. I think this is Circuit Road. I think my bike, not my bike, but last time when I went up here with Abe, I think the bike burned down somewhere on this road only. I don't remember, but I think it was right here, next to this Johnson Hotel thing. Like right here, I think we burnt it, and it was parked over here. Right there. On a side note, Axor gloves. Axor gloves, strictly okay. This leather has started to rip. I've just bought these gloves about 6 months ago, and the rest of the sections are all good, but you notice that the light leather that they used over here, the suede or whatever it is, that is starting to come apart. This part has already come apart. I've taped it with electrical tape for now, and here's what it really looks like. So I don't know, Axor, what is this, 6 months old? I've barely used these gloves for, I don't know, what's 50-60 hours of riding, and this is the condition of it. So yeah, what a day to be alive. Today of course Ian's chilling. Today he's pillion. We haven't had this kind of a sunny day in a long time, so we want to make the most of it. The sun is quite welcome today. After all these days of rain and landslides, it's quite nice to have the sun out, get the gear to dry a little bit. Everything from the helmets to the boots to the gloves to the jackets, everything has been damp and wet. Thankfully the electronics and all the filming equipment has been spared, but that's because we double wrapped it in a lot of plastic. So last night we indulged in some Italian food at Il Forno, and It was good food. It was really a little on the expensive side. But considering that we're going to be up in the mountains and all we're going to get to eat is veg momos, noodles, Maggi, and that kind of stuff, parathas and bread omelette, we thought we'd indulge a little bit. Here's where we had dinner. Lovely place. So today's cafe slash work plan is to find a cafe called the Lazy Dog in Manali, and yeah, he has a lot of confidence in his bike though. So our plan is to get to Lazy Dog and spend the day there, probably doing some work. Last of the civilization before we head up, and last of the tree line also, because after tomorrow most likely we will be above the snow line, and that's what we really came for. Wow, look at that, blue skies, white clouds and green mountains. But always keep your eyes on the road. Circuit House. So this is Circuit Road. So 15 years ago when we came up Manali with a whole bunch of other friends, I'll probably put some footage of that. One of my friends was riding a Thunderbird 350, and we went to fill up fuel at the local petrol pump and came back with 2 jerry cans full of fuel as well. And as we rode up this road, I believe it was this spot exactly here where the bike suddenly caught fire as I was riding it. I'm riding the bike and I could feel a lot of heat coming from my butt. I looked down and there was a full-fledged fire in the batteries, and we pulled over the bike on the side of the road over there, and in 2 seconds flat the whole bike was in flames. A full tank of gas, almost 18-19 liters, because he had a very special tank of that, larger capacity tank. And all of that fuel just ignited, and that bike was burnt to bits in under 5 to 7 minutes. And we couldn't do anything to save the bike, so we just took the jerry cans of fuel, parked them on the side of the road, and just watched the bike burn basically.
So we have finally made it to Monk Base. Nice up in the mountains. Nice cafe to sit and work at.
So we have just left Monk Base. Nice place, old friend, didn't know. I met a friend in Goa and he had plans to open up this cafe, and what do you know, he opened up a cafe, and we just happened to chance upon this place and we came here, and I think I posted a reel on my Instagram, and that's where Jackie, the owner of this place, basically saw me there. I think he came and he just looked at me, waited for a second for me to recognize him, and yeah, nice food, excellent view. So now plan is quite simple, just head back home, get some rest, and tomorrow we head out to Jispa. I'm very glad India has this very mixed, accepting, multicultural vibe. Like, I think that's definitely one of the things that makes it such an interesting place to stay, man. Like, people are so accepting of each other's faiths, beliefs, backgrounds. At the end of it, I think it's just all about just humanity, man. Just being human. Oh, check that out, dude. They have some sort of a fly dining. Yeah, you go up there and eat. It's true. Nice. Interesting concept. So here we are back home. Time to wrap up. this last day in Manali.